Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Hey, Toby and I are here on Pine Lake in the east end of the Boundary Waters, and we're along the south shore here. We're just paddling back to McFarland Lake, and just paddling close to shore, like I like to do. You may have seen my other video where I found a fishing rod. Well, that's because I paddle close to shore. Well, here I was paddling back to McFarland Lake, which is down here about another 2 miles. And this being the south shore of beautiful Pine Lake here. And we just came across this. Just stashed in the woods. There are no campsites on the south shore of Pine Lake. There's none. And it looks really old. And so I have not been up there yet. I'm a little bit leery about flipping it over, about what might be underneath there, but let's go check it out together. So just a canoe stashed in the woods, and it looks like it's been there for quite a while. There's nothing on the south shore of this lake, by the way, that would justify, someone sticking a canoe in here. It's very old. Look at that. It has moss on it and everything. Wow, look at that. Those ribs, they put some resin on there. It is aluminum, but it's thin, real thin aluminum. Let's see what this says. Radisson Challenger, Ontario, Canada. So that's obviously the heck. Looks like it's an Ontario canoe. Very weird. What am I gonna find underneath of here? Right? What could be underneath there? Under that old canoe? Probably nothing, right? It's got moss on it. I doubt anyone even knows it's here. Probably hasn't been used in years. Well, let's flip it over. Here we go. Zoinks, this is a little nerve-wracking. You never know what's underneath there. Could be a massive hornet's nest or something. Who knows? Could be a skeleton. Oh, phew. Okay. Wow, that's interesting. So they got all foam on the inside here. You guys can see that. And any kind of registration has been scratched off of it. So it shows numbers, which you can see there. And it's not even tied to anything. Look at that. It's not even tied to anything. No paddles, no PFDs. Real thin, like real thin skin aluminum. Max weight, 850 pounds. Max horsepower, 3 horsepower. Weird. Very weird. Why here? There's nothing here. There's nothing on the entire south shore of this huge, humongous lake, and it's just here randomly stashed in the woods. So what does that mean? Very interesting. It's got foam on the inside of these aluminum ribs. I would like to know how long it's been here. Probably been here a long, long time. Okay, so there I see a little bit of information. But why is the registration scratched off on both sides? You can just see a little bit of green left. That's weird. And it's got these weird foam pontoons on the side. Very weird. I mean, it's a neat little canoe and stuff, but probably the whole thing probably only weighs, probably only weighs like, I don't know, 35 pounds maybe, 40 pounds. It's really thin-skinned aluminum. Never really seen one like this before. There aren't even any seats in it. Very interesting indeed. So, flip it back over. Man, this thing is light. This thing is like really, really light. Looks like there might be there's a puncture there. Very interesting. And I looked in the woods a little bit around here. There really is nothing else. You always hope for that proverbial suitcase full of cash hidden in the woods somewhere, right? But there is nothing else. It's just a canoe, no PFDs, no paddles. It's almost like it was stolen or something at one point and then stashed, hidden here in the woods. They decided they didn't want it, and then they just stashed it here in the woods. I don't know, very bizarre. I mean, there's nothing in the woods. There's no campsites. There's obviously no lodging. This is the Boundary Waters. So there'd be no real logical reason for that canoe to be there. So I don't know. Just an interesting find. I think I'll have to investigate a little bit further on this one. Okay, folks. Hey, that's another good reason to paddle close to shore, right? Like I said in my other video, that's something I like to do. Is I like to paddle close to shore. You see more wildlife, you find things. If I was out there in the middle of the lake, I would have never found this. So, I don't know, it's just kind of cool. Neat looking canoe though. It almost looks like it really wasn't professionally made, like it was maybe homemade, but I mean, look at those ribs. You can see those rivets and stuff. And this aluminum is like paper thin. So, I don't know. Interesting find. I like finding stuff like this. Very, very cool. And obviously no recent use. And by recent, I would say, geez, I don't know. Has this thing been sitting here 10, 15 years maybe? It's got moss growing on it. It's obviously been here quite a while. So it's just a very unusual, kind of creepy kind of find. What's the history with this one? You know, like I said, was this canoe stolen at one point, and then someone decided they didn't want it after all and stashed it here in the woods? Or was this canoe used in a crime at some point decades ago, or what? Definitely a mystery. Okay, folks, thanks for tuning in. And if you like the kind of content you're seeing here, please feel free to subscribe to my channel. I would love to have you along. Okay, and I will do some research on this. So look for some follow-up on this canoe. I'm going to do some research and some follow-up. So, okie doke, folks. Once again, thank you so much for tuning in. And like I said, feel free to subscribe and like this video and hit me up with the comments on this one. I would love to have your comments on this one. That would be great. Any input you have, anything like that would be great, just to learn more, find out more, or get ideas on why it could even be here. So, okay, folks, thanks for tuning in. Talk to you later.